Oh, look, it's too far off what our best is capable of, and it's a long way off what needs to be at AFL standard. And we just had a great discussion of why that is, because footy means absolutely everything to us when we wouldn't be down the bottom with 2 wins. And we've had a good look at a couple of players who could hold their head high. There's only a couple of them, but all year we just haven't played like footy means the absolute world to us, and this footy club means the absolute world to us, and our sponsors and supporters and members, this club means the world to them, and we're not repaying them in that at the moment. And to Adelaide's credit, they were at us and they were playing some good footy, but when we had opportunities to really draw level with them or get back to making it real close, we just had players who made poor decisions and didn't take the game by the scruff of the neck when they needed to, and that's been a real disappointing factor for us all year.
So are you saying it's more effort than skill? Or?
Yeah, look, the skill level wasn't great, but there was pressure on the game, but it was more effort. And we show up for periods and 10, 15 minutes and get ourselves back in the game, and then we just allow the opposition to do some good stuff, but also just gift them goals, like I've mentioned a million times this year. So until we learn as a playing group and coaching group, we're not divorcing ourselves from each other, what it takes to be a good AFL team, week in, week out, preparation week in, week out, it's going to be a long year for us. So we've got 5 games to go, and we'll get to see what the character is of our place and the resilience is of our place. We're going to play some big teams and some tough teams, but so be it. That's the hole we've dug ourselves in, and we've got to get ourselves out of it.
Do you feel like you're playing, Matthew, like a team that's on the bottom of the ladder?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Tonight's performance was indicative of that. We probably had 15 minutes in the third quarter, a handful of minutes in the other quarters in the first half when we actually looked okay. But in the end, we deserved the result we got.
Very unpoor Adelaide, like, do you think, in a showdown for the Crows, that every time you challenge them, they almost just put their arm out like the big brother and held you up?
Oh, look, they had a bit to play for, but the modern game is you don't have to find something every week to play for. It's your profession, and you've got to come and actually put on the jumper, and that's what you're playing for. You're playing for your football club and your mates, and so they had something to play for, but internally we had a lot of things to play for too, and we didn't do that tonight.
A couple of players that can hold their head high, and you thought gave everything tonight?
Look, I thought Hitchcock was okay for the amount of limited opportunities he had up forward. Apart from that was really about it.
Is it fair to say, Matthew, like the reason or the excuse of being inexperienced, that's one thing?
As I said all year, our inexperienced guys, and what is inexperienced is that under 50 games, 40 games, 20 games, they've been okay. They made blues. They hold their head. Can hold their head high on occasions, and they're going to get better. But when you're at that stage of your career, you're surviving week by week, just trying to get a game and trying to recover, and it's a long season. But we had a few of them tonight, but so did Adelaide. But we didn't get enough out of our next group up. And tonight, Vince and Dangerfield and Knights, those kind of guys here who hadn't been in great form, were able to get in good form and live for their club. And we didn't have enough of that.
Do you think your midfield is a fair way off Adelaide's midfield when Adelaide's midfield is playing at their best?
No. What we're capable of, what the talent we have, our midfields, I've got good confidence in what their ability to do. But the ability to stick at it and constantly be at it for 4 quarters isn't there. And no matter if you're playing the best midfield that we've got next week or you're playing Adelaide's tonight, you're going to get beaten.
So what do you basically need, Matthew? A couple of hard summers or different players?
We need to, as I said all year, need to have a good look at our list, which we have done that, and make some real hard opinions on which list is taking us forward and which isn't. Look, the hard pre-season, all that, but that's the start of November. We start doing that, or the end of October. We've got 5 games to go. We can show some resilience and show some grit over the next 5 weeks, or we can have some horrific games for the football club, and that's our decision to make over the next 5 weeks, starting next Saturday night. And you know, I'm sure our supporters out there won't be feeling too good about coming next Saturday night. But we've got to show them what we're up for, and they'll be as disappointed as anything over tonight's result, especially against Adelaide. But, you know, we've got to show them what it means to play this club and how much footy means to play for each other.
Can I ask you about Justin Westhoff and his approach to the game?
Yeah, look, he's had, I don't know, 6 weeks out of footy, so, you know, struggled to find it early. You know, wasn't a good player tonight, but he had probably 20, 21 friends out there.
When he turns it on, he's a sensational player. Does he pick his moments?
No, I don't think Justin does. He had down patches tonight that a lot of our players have had all year. But he doesn't pick his moments. He's trying to get better at his consistency like a lot of our players are, but unfortunately we don't have enough who are consistent this year, enough times, and that's why we've been beaten a lot.
There's been some talk for the second half of the season that this would possibly be Chad's farewell game. Is he retiring at this stage, or what do you see for the rest of the season?
We'll keep in discussions with Chad of where it's at. You know, like most of our forwards, it didn't come down there that often. I thought what he did, he competed pretty well, and you know, footy means a hell of a lot to him, and he's played his whole career that way, and hence why he's held in such high regard with inside our footy club and also in the footy world. But yeah, we'll keep in those discussions and see how it plays out over the next 5 weeks. Yeah, look, Jay's one of our key forwards for sure, but you know, he was in the loss tonight. It had some kind of impact, but Jay wasn't killing it too when he was out there. So, but yeah, it's not great to lose him. So we just give and then a chance and an opening for somebody else. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. He tore his plantar fascia halfway through the second quarter, and then yeah, I'm not quite sure whether it's hamstring or back spasms, but we'll test that out over the next 2 or 3 days and see how it is. But I'd say be in significant doubt for at least this week, if not the rest of the year. Thanks.